I hate vertical videos. I hate them. I hate them. But I'll tell you what I hate even worse is being lied to, being told, hey, we're going to help you, and then slap you in the face instead. So here's the deal. We all been hearing about this Veterans Choice Card, the something Act of America. I can't even put the tag on YouTube. It's too long. It's the I also want to use that as my only tag. So the thing is, my last video I posted was a phone call of me calling this number on this card, or on this letter, and on the card, and so I called them. It's not even the VA, it's third party, so they don't have information. They've hung up on me now 3 times because after I ended up waiting over an hour for a supervisor, which I document in my other 4 videos, the supervisor never called me back, so I ended up calling back, going through the whole thing again, getting a supervisor, and then being told that they're not with the VA, and I don't even qualify for anything, which I should. Here's what I'm talking about. The first thing is that they say, are you more than 40 miles from the VA care facility? Yes. My service-connected disability, I am. However, they have a clinic here in town that offers limited care and services to veterans. My service-connected disability is not offered at this clinic in town, so I therefore have to travel to my appointment, which they just canceled. It was supposed to be today, and they just canceled and moved it to Monday. I called, left a message today or yesterday, I think, I forget. I have a message phone I have to get, so I forget when they said it was yesterday or today. So anyways, now I've got to go Monday to my appointment, which screws up my whole thing. So anyways, makes it better now because I get to go to a friend's funeral. So thank you, VA, for helping out with another death. But at least this one's in a good way. You can let a vet see a friend get put in the ground instead of putting someone in the ground. So anyways, I got mad. I went crazy because the last thing, it doesn't make sense. The VA says, okay, so they make it impossible even though I qualify. The next thing is I'm more than 30 days out. Sure, I told them, yeah, right now I've been going through mental health, and each appointment's more than 30 days out. In fact, my appointment for my doctor, who's passing me off to another doctor to get specialized treatment, is coming up on this Monday as well. So now I have to try to figure out how to get to both appointments that they've scheduled me for, transportation and everything. And oh wow, this is supposed to be a short clip. I'm still stuck on the 40 miles and stuff and everything. So So back to the 30 days out. So that doctor, her appointment's coming up, which is more than 30 days out. But it's not 30 days out now. She's not my doctor. She's passing me to a new doctor, so I'm in a transitional mode. The new doctor now calls me up and says, hey, Mr. Veteran, thank you for your service. I don't have an appointment for you for who knows when. I'm so booked up. I will give you a call. So I tell that person, yeah, I'm probably more than 30 days out. They say, well, since you don't have an appointment and it's not more than 30 days out, give us a call when you do. Just hold on to that card until you do. You know what I told them? Screw you guys, and screw the VA. I burned up the flag last time. I paid my price because I put it out when I realized the flag's not supposed to burn. And I protect my country just as much as anyone else does. No matter how mad you get at your country, you're going to get mad at your country. You fight for those rights to get mad at your country. And then they get on TV and be all fancy and say, hey, okay, this is plastic, see? They cover this up. They cover this piece of paper up so it ain't, it's to make it look like it ain't supposed to burn. But guess what? A vet will make it burn because they're not gonna screw me anymore. So you wanna help us out? Go ahead. So you wanna make it impossible? I says, well, you know what? I could very much be seen way in advance with much better care than what the VA offers. I mean, the VA doesn't offer very much care. I've had stuff that they've done to my mouth before that falls out, a couple years later. But then a couple years later, I'm not in a certain program, so I don't qualify for any repair on that stuff. So thank you, VA, for that kind of stuff. And so I told the lady, I says, take me off anything that you have on it, and don't call me anymore or whatever. I says, you guys can screw you and screw the VA. I don't care. It's not my, I don't care. This is not, I tell you, it's not. I burned the wrong thing last time. I went crazy. This time you can see I got a little bit better, and I'm a little bit more knowing what I'm burning here. The VA deliberately puts people in the ground. I'm going to tell you that right now. I have no way to use this because of the situation that the VA has put me in. So when I call the VA on this number, because there's nothing to tell me that it's not VA, it's all go to the VA, call the VA, go to the VA, call the VA. But when you call the number, it's a third party contracted by the VA who doesn't even have it all set up yet. And apparently, from what this conversation is, I'm going to see if I can call back and get the supervisor. I'd love to post this edited, or at least parts of it edited, because it's got a lot of personal information. However, you can see what we think about the VA here at this house. We're done with the air. We're going to do what we need to do to get what we need to do, and we're done with it. We're not messing around or anything with this anymore. So, thanks for being there. We don't need you. Go ahead and protect the flag, protect our country like we normally do. It can get a little bruised and burnt, but we're not messing around with this anymore. We're not messing around with this anymore. Let's get this going, my friends. We need to be done with this. This is not something I want to be a part of. I'm not going to support this farce. This farce to say, hey, veterans, we're going to help you out. But then let's go ahead and put you in a situation. So I just wanted to make sure all the veterans, when they get this, before they have to go through hours and hours of talking to a third party and yelling at the wrong people and feeling bad at the end and saying, I'm so sorry, ma'am. And then you getting hung up on almost 15 minutes after that phone call by the first supervisor that was supposed to call you back 2 hours before then. It wasn't the third party's fault. They didn't know. The VA screwing people, and they're passing them off to a third party, and the third party's stuck with all the veterans now. It's not the VA helping people. They're shoving it off to a third party that knows nothing about veterans. So it's time for me to go ahead and see if I can get me started on something on getting my veterans compound together and help me veterans, and we stick together. We make us a place, and we come together and build a community for each other and help out those who we served in a different way. We just got to find some funding now, but we're just going to let this fizzle out. And I'm going to just go through and take this off here. Everybody needs to know we all love our country. That's why we serve. And if we didn't love our country before we served, you better believe we love our country when we get done. You better believe it. There's times where I was on my deployment thinking, why are we here? This is not our country. But somebody needs to protect our country. That means we also got to go out and do some messed up stuff, I guess, that the government tells us to. Okay, we go out and do it, but we're there to protect our country, and that's what we support. We don't support the people that ruin us. So that's all my postings on the VA for now. Trust me, I may post later because I have so many dealings. They've already messed up a couple of my appointments. I ended up having to miss one yesterday that I thought was today, and now I got to figure out if they change that, because there's no way to tell in the system if they change your appointment. It just changes, and then you got to see. So if you don't have fair good resources and all you have is a way to check on your first scheduled appointments, well, you better watch out. So be ready to jump at the gun, and at the, what do they say in the Army? Hurry up and wait. And then in the VA, they say wait, and then hurry up. Ha! Backwards VA. Yeah, perfect. See that smoke burn. Thank you, VA.